Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Alta and we're going to talk about Blue Beetle. Overall, I wanted more. I wanted better. It was good. I wanted it to be great. I expected it to be great and it wasn't. I'm going to talk about the good and then also the other observations that I made while watching the movie. So, I mean, overall, Blue Beetle told a story. It certainly did that, but I feel like it didn't go above that. I've seen some people in their reviews say that, it's the same formula, it's the same thing we've seen 20 times over. Yeah, because the formula works. The formula is very successful, but I feel like, a lot of the time. Sometimes it doesn't work. And I feel like in this instance, the people who wrote this movie said the formula works, and then they said, and action. Like, I don't know. There was just, okay, let me just get started. I think every character in this movie worked, except for maybe Victoria Court. Jaime worked. I liked him a lot. I enjoyed Jaime. I enjoyed his entire family. I enjoyed Rudy. I enjoyed Nana. I enjoyed Milagros. I would follow her, if she was headlining her own movie. I think Jaime is a good character. I think Milagros is a great character. I think that they depicted a very strong family, very close-knit. I think Jennifer was a good character. The actress, Bruna, emoted the hell out of the material she was, the scenes that she was in. She did what needed to be done. I feel like the Milagros character elevated the material that she was given. I feel like with another actress, and I'm not familiar with this actress, but I feel like with another actress, because she had a lot of comedy on her shoulders that she needed to execute, and I feel like another, it could have gone badly, but she did very well with it. I think Victoria was a weak villain. I feel like we needed more than her motivation being, her father chose her brother over her. Again, we've heard of that trope before. It's a good trope, but I don't know, maybe some pressure, driving her to also build these machines and these super soldiers. Instead, it was just her own motivation, which could have worked, but there was nothing else. I needed more from her character. She was pretty two-dimensional, in my opinion. I liked the first transformation scene. I thought that was very well done. It was horrific to watch, the body horror. It was disgusting, and I think it was visually beautiful. Disgusting, but beautiful. I liked the representation of the family's struggles as an immigrant Mexican family, a poor immigrant Mexican family. I enjoyed that a lot. I also learned from this movie. I did not know about School of the Americas, and I don't know everything about it. But the point being is that the movie sent me looking into what that is, because we saw that in the flashback that we were given, to fix our villain, and I'll get into that later. But I learned about that. But I enjoyed that depiction, their worries. It was very grounded. I enjoyed the juxtaposition of their financial troubles and even their neighborhood. And then, we see what Jaime and Milagros are looking at when they're on the roof, and it's these high rises, technologically advanced, and they tell us that, families got pushed out of those neighborhoods to build that. And it's right in their eyesight, and they're basically waiting for them to be next. And that's what, a 40-minute drive maybe from where they live. So I enjoyed that aspect as well. The movie, of course, tries to be funny because it is a superhero movie what would it be without comedy? So it tries to be funny. A lot of it, I smiled politely. But the funniest scene was when, I don't remember if it's when, I think it is when Jaime comes back with the car, and Rudy looks out the window and sees the state of the car, I think, the state of the taco, and he passes out next to the refrigerator. That made me laugh out loud. That was hilarious. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the good. So, in terms of the story, and the other stuff that, I made note of. So, we meet Jaime Reyes. He just graduated. He's come back home, and he finds out that they lost their business. They're in financial trouble. Also, his father had a heart situation. I believe that detail's a little fuzzy by now, but his father has a heart condition, and so he's very, very worried. And he's talking about how, he went to college, he's now graduated, and he was supposed to, help them make it out. I mean, it's a little soon, you just graduated. But I get his worry in the sense that, he was supposed to have more time to get them out. And so his sister gets him a job, and he ends up getting in between Jennifer and her aunt Victoria. And so Victoria fires him and his sister. And then Jennifer tells him, come over to the headquarters, the building, whatever, later on, and I'll give you a job. We never find out what job he got. The movie ends, and it's him flying away with her, and we never find out, the reason why they met in the first place. We're never told what job he got. As far as Jaime and Jennifer, they had chemistry. I saw the chemistry. I saw it. My one eyebrow raise is in that very heartwarming scene where she was telling him and emoting the hell out of it in a good way. She was telling him about, her dead mother and her father. And, he's being a good listener and all that. For whatever reason, that conversation about her orphanhood makes both of them want to lean in for a kiss. I was like, is this really the moment? What about this conversation is making you want to lean in to this person who you ain't known for more than a week? Or even a week at this point. I was just like, and then immediately following that, when Rudy busts in and breaks up the moment, Jaime goes, her mom died. What? I wish Jennifer would have looked at him what the hell? That was so insensitive. So they worked. The only thing for me was that specific moment. I'm like, y'all, this is, and not even them two, just the people who wrote this, who shot it, I'm like, this is just not it. This is not a good time. So we had, in terms of Jaime's journey over the course of the movie, it was fine. He was chosen to be a hero, and by the end of the movie, he accepts it. Some quibbles that I have are, number one, the alien tech is sentient. So he finds out that it's sentient and it's alien. I wish he had asked it a question. Where are you from? What planet are you from? I think I saw, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the opening credits, when it had the animation or whatever, that it showed the scarab blew up a planet after landing on it. So I wish Jaime had spoken to her and just been like, hey, who are you? Because at one point he's like, oh, her name is whatever. Yeah, I think she just said it to me, or I thought it, or we connected or whatever. But he never spoke to it. Who are you? Where are you from? What's your purpose? Why do you need a host? What do you do with the host once you have them? What happened to the last host that you had? They had to go, Rudy had to hack into an old computer system to find out what happened. With that scene of Rudy, when they went to the lair, that was a choice that was made, and I wish they had made a different choice. I wish, since it was Jennifer's father, I wish she would have given some exposition about his time as a hero. Instead, that line went to Rudy. It's a choice. It's less lines for Jennifer. Not that I counted how long her lines were, but it would have made sense for her to talk about her father as this hero, considering she had the knowledge. But it all went to they could have shared it, but it all went to Rudy. Okay. So yeah, Jaime showed no curiosity about this damn alien tech except for wanting to get it off of him, which I understand, but ask some questions so that we can learn something. And by the way, I am not familiar with the Blue Beetle comic, so yeah. Um, yeah, so there's that. Also, the alien tech takes Jaime up outside of the Earth's atmosphere into space. Cool. At some point, for whatever reason, it needs to reboot. Pourquoi? Pukisa. Like, why? Like, I get that it was being drained for sure, but like, you know, it was being drained out of Rudy when the power transfer was happening. But why did it need to reboot? Like, that just felt very abrupt and also plot convenience. Because I never heard of like, okay, now I'm at 30%. It needs to reboot. And then at some point, I think it like lost all power. Yeah, at one point, it ran out of battery for whatever reason. When Carapax was beating the hell out of him, like, she just went offline for plot convenience. So I was like, at one point too, when I was watching this, I was like, is this too long? Like, is this too long? Like, should we still be here? I think I felt that around the time when Victoria and when Jennifer and Milagros got separated when the rock fell. Also, when the rock fell, this is how you know, like, I'm not engrossed and engaged in the movie. Because when a movie is really, really good, and I don't be like highbrow, but I mean, when it's really good, I'm just in it and I'm just like following what's going on. And at times I'm missing stuff too. But when it's not good, I'm just like, my mind is just like, when that rock fell, I'm like, you, instead of pushing her, you could have just tackled her so y'all both could have made it. Instead, you pushed her, which I also felt like, I feel like there wasn't enough force behind that push. Some of those rocks should have gone Milagros, but okay. But, you know, like, even, like, the fact that I'm paying attention to that tells you this movie, like, it was good, but, like, I was pretty detached as I was watching it. It wasn't like, I wasn't engrossed in it. But anyway, so yeah, so the alien tech, it was, you know, doing what the plot needed it to do, essentially. And then, so Rudy's journey, right? He spends, and they always fall into this trap, right? The heroes who don't kill. We can't kill. It's fine. Like, we see the contradictions, right? Like, I was a big fan of Smallville, okay? Clark Kent doesn't kill, but he will throw your ass 50 feet across, and you should have had a concussion and probably brain damage, but we rock with it. He doesn't kill, okay? So, it's okay. It's okay. But sometimes it's like, in this movie in particular, Rudy's like, we don't kill. No, we don't kill. We don't kill. But in the end, he has no problem watching Carapax, watching with his eyeballs, watching Carapax drag Victoria to her burning death. He's not like, no, Carapax, let's let the law handle it, you know? And she probably would have gotten off because she's rich, for sure. We've seen dumber things, but at least that would have been like realistic and in line with his we don't kill thing. But nah, he's gonna let Carapax drag her to her burning death and just be looking all peaceful. I was just like, okay. And then also the alien tech, Babel, like, this movie was so loud, but also not loud enough. Like, am I the only one who, like, felt that? Again, sound is not usually my problem. Like, sound issues, I usually have trouble with the damn lighting in movies. The way they love to shoot things in the complete darkness, especially fight scenes. But with this one, from the very beginning, when it opens and Victoria and, I don't know, it wasn't Carapax. She was going to see Carapax, I think. Or maybe she was walking with Carapax. I was like, the dialogue was so low, but the soundtrack was going crazy. Am I the only one who had this issue with this movie? So yeah, some of the dialogue was really low compared to the soundtrack. Also, I don't know why studios love to, in action scenes, again, have their heroes being thrown here, thrown there, being dragged around by whatever. They're quipping and making commentary, and I'm missing half of it because the damn soundtrack is losing its mind. So that's another thing. But yeah, so I'm forgetting where I was, but I did want to mention when Victoria went to see Carapax at the very beginning, she's like, we need to keep a tight lid on this. And the camera pans out, and it's a big-ass operation. That was my first, like, the sound issue, or the perceived sound issue, but not, like, literally, like, it's not perceived. Like, it was low. But when she said that, and they panned out to reveal the size of the operation, that was my first indication that, like, I might be a little disconnected from this movie as it goes on. So that's Jaime and his contradiction at the very end. Let's talk about the resolution with Carapax, right? Okay, before we get there, let's talk about what led to Jaime almost killing Carapax and then the tech giving him the flashback. Like, that entire sequence. Did we need the fake out with Rudy dying? The answer is no. The answer is no. We didn't need it. The father dying was enough. And I didn't know who it was going to be. I was like, is he going to lose his dad? Because he has to lose somebody. Is he going to lose his dad or is he going to lose Rudy? Because he was very close to both of them. And his dad suffers a heart attack. Milagros, again, the actress, acted the hell out of that. Loved it. He loses his dad. We didn't need the Rudy thing. Like, I'm guessing it was supposed to be like, oh my gosh, she's lost the second person, is thrown over the edge, but we didn't need it. Like, the loss of his dad was powerful enough, especially because he couldn't do anything about it. His dad died right in front of him and he couldn't do anything about it. That was enough. So, like, Carapax is part of that. He is complicit. He's in front of him, so, he's going to take out his anger on him. We had enough material. We didn't need the Rudy thing. And I knew. The way that explosion happened, I was like, he's fine. And he was. And then he comes rolling in, talking about some, hey, cabron, under the bug mobile, which is powered by fire. Like, there's heat there. Like, it's not powered by energy. It's not sophisticated tech. So I'm like, so when I saw him again, because I'm not engrossed in this movie, so I'm I'm like, how is he not burning up? Being that close, surrounded by all that heat. Whatever. So, yes. The climax and the resolution. So what happens is, Rudy's about to kill Carapax. And the tech is like, wait. The scarab is like, hold on. And shows, and gives, did the scarab give Jaime the flash? Like, did Jaime see the flash? Like, I don't understand. Like, we saw the flashback, the audience. But what the hell did that mean for Jaime? I don't understand. Like, did it play in his mind? This is because literally in my notes, I wrote, the bad guy was turned good because of a flashback that we saw. But what the hell did Jaime see? And after the flashback runs, because Carapax is a victim of American imperialism, the scarab is like, do you understand? And so commentary on that, I guess she's not kill, destroy, because they did what his mom told them to do, which is like get it together and become one. And so I guess now, because she's one with Jaime, she speaks Spanish or says some words in Spanish or knows Spanish phrases and doesn't kill to neutralize threats, I suppose. Because if there was ever a time to destroy, it would be destroy Carapax. But okay, Carapax is a victim turned victimizer, essentially. So yeah, I don't know what the hell Jaime saw, but okay. Did not like it. I did like it was giving Wonder Woman 1984, where she had to like talk the after all that destruction, after all that violence, it's a conversation. It worked for Barbie. It did not work for Wonder Woman 1984, and it did work for Blue Beetle, not for me. And I don't know what happened to Carapax. Like, this flashback, like, it just worked for... But I don't know what they saw. We saw the flashback. What did Jaime see? What the hell did Carapax see that made him... Like, he just said... And also, during that fight, when he's about to kill Jaime, before Rudy throws the rocks at him... I will say, too, I swear I'm not all over the place. When Rudy came and got Milagros and he told her, go to the bug ship, and she was like, where are you going? And he's like, I'm gonna go get Jaime. Why? Like, he's got a super suit on. I get you're worried about your nephew, but go get him for what? Like, he's protected. He's good. But, you know, we know why, because we needed the death fake out. But right before Rudy starts throwing the rocks, when Carapax is about to deliver the death blow, he says, I told you, loving your family will always be a weakness. That was so out of place for me. Like, because it's not like Jaime came there and ended up on that island because he was trying to save his family. That would have made sense if that's why he ended up there. But he ended up there because y'all kidnapped him and brought him to that island. So I don't understand why he brought that line back. It was clunky and awkward. So yeah, I don't understand why... Unless, like, while we were seeing the flashback, the Scarab was telling Jaime the story. Like, I don't understand. I don't know why Carapax changed. I don't know. But he does change, and he decides to kill Victoria. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good. Okay, sure. Also, while we're on Carapax and Victoria, the scientist, who is not named Sanchez... This movie gave me a lot of cringe moments. Like, it made me cringe. So, first of all, he is squeamish. And I don't know how you end up being chosen as the scientist to be, to be in the room where it happens with Victoria and Carapax if you're that squeamish. But anyways, homeboy, I knew he was going to help Jaime. Which is not bad. It's just the execution. And so he helps Jaime. And I knew he was going to end up correcting Victoria. And he does. He says his name is not Sanchez. And he lists his 5 names. But it's the damn look on his face. Like, I'm just like, why did we pause for so long on his face? I am uncomfortable. I am feeling secondhand embarrassment. So, like, I didn't like the way that was played. And then he shoves Rudy out. Why do I keep calling him Rudy? He shoves Jaime out and locks himself on the inside. You were just courting death. Why not push you both out and close the door and then run? Just run. Just run together. Instead, he closes the door, locks it from the inside, and then is just smiling at Jaime. Like, everything's fine. And then he gets killed. He had it coming. Another thing that made me cringe was up with Nana. I love that she was revealed to be a revolutionary. She is a revolutionary. Love it. I did not love, again, the smirk, like the lengthy pause on the smirk. I feel like this movie could have benefited from toning down the silliness / comedy a little bit. But yeah, like the posing with the smirk and the soundtrack going crazy, like, I'm just like, it did not work for me. And finally, at the end, Jennifer makes the announcement that, we are not going to be in the military business anymore. We are going to focus on philanthropy. And I'm like, was this project completely self-funded by Victoria. Because how can you just decide you're gonna get out of the military business where there are no investors? We saw Victoria talking to some military general person at the party. So I would think there would be some pressure, some heavy pressure on her to keep that project going. There would be people who would want to see results, who would know of how far along she was, who would be meddling. Like, it just seemed like it was too clean of a break, I think. But, okay, that's Blue Beetle. I think, overall, the movie has a strong foundation because of the characters. So, I will say, also, at the end, we find out that Jennifer's father is still alive. I do not care. I will see a second Blue Beetle movie if they come out with one, but I don't care about her father. I think they have a strong foundation in Jaime and his family. If they make a sequel, tighten up the story. You know, that's always a possibility. It can only go up from here. Tighten up the story. I think it could be great. If they keep Jaime's family as central as they did in this movie. If they do a sequel, but push Jaime's family to the back and have him act against, other characters, brand new characters, I'm going to go into the movie being skeptical about how good it will be, because it'll be Jaime and a whole bunch of characters that I don't know and probably did not see in this first movie. So if there's a sequel, keep Jaime's family, all of them, and have them be as prominent, and just tighten up the script. Tighten up the script, tighten up, I guess, the tone. I think the pacing was fine, although maybe not, considering I was like, is this too long? But, yeah, let me know what you all thought of Blue Beetle. I'm not even gonna rate it. I don't really rate movies. I tend to rate, shows, episodes. But, let me know what you all think. Did you love it? Were you more in the middle? Did you hate it? And tell me your reasons why. All right? Like and subscribe. As I said, last time I gave a rundown of what I'm going to review in the future. So now I've done Blue Beetle. I did Barbie, so go check that out. I also reviewed Secret Invasion. If you're into that, go check that out. Follow me on TikTok, Alta's Oyster. I have more reviews there on that channel. But I will be finishing Queen Charlotte. Yes, I still have not finished Queen Charlotte. I will finish that and review that series. I need to watch Survival of the Thickest and review that. I need to watch They Killed Tyrone and review that. So those are the three I've got coming up. I haven't looked at what's coming into theaters in September. So I may be back with a theater review or not, but definitely those three Netflix shows I will be watching and reviewing. All right? Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Bye.